Greetings fellow Decepticons, Sound Blaster 1987 here, with another borrowed Star Wars The Black Series figure review. Now, like I say, this figure of Darth Vader from Return of the Jedi is not actually my copy. It's another one on loan from the same friend of mine that gave me Darth Maul and the Phase 1 Clone Trooper from previous reviews. So, thanks again to that friend for lending me this guy for the review. Can't name names for security reasons, but you know who you are if you're watching this. So, as you can see, Darth Vader here is faithfully represented in his original trilogy design, specifically the Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi variation, with the hip cloak and such like, in addition to the main black cape that he's so famous for. Now, I actually met one of the components of Darth Vader at a convention once years ago, the late Dave Prowse, the 6'7" guy who was the original suit actor. I haven't had a chance to meet Hayden Christensen yet, and of course James Earl Jones has also passed away at the time of recording this review, so bit of a missed opportunity on that account in my case, but regardless. Reason I say this is the Return of the Jedi version of Darth Vader in Black Series terms is because, well, not only does it come with the, broken forearm gauntlet from when Luke cut his hand off in the Emperor Palpatine battle in the Return of the Jedi, but also, this version of Vader has a removable helmet, so you can take the top piece off and then the face mask to reveal the scarred face of Anakin Skywalker within. And you can see the sculpting of the scars goes all the way around the back of his head as well. So to reattach the helmet, you want to slide the faceplate over it first, like so. And then put the top of the helmet over the top. Not easy to do from behind, I can tell you. For size comparison, here is Darth Vader next to the most appropriate size comparison possible. Black Series Darth Sidious, Revenge of the Sith version, so you can see how much Vader looms over his own master. And here he is next to my previous review subject, Transformers Age of a Prime Skyblight. Not much of a height difference there unless you count the dorsal fin wizard hat thing that Skyblight's wearing. And for another size comparison, here he is next to Age of the Prime's Deluxe Class Solus Prime, so you can see how he scales next to an average Transformers figure. So, articulation-wise, the removable helmet feature does kind of get in the way, and this copy seems to have got a bit loose on the old helmet mechanism, but there is a, ball-jointed head with plenty of range of movement. Then if I move the cloak out of the way, you can see the, shoulders are universal, the, articulation kind of gets in the way of itself with all the fabric and sculpted parts in the way, but there's no bicep swivel on this figure, but there is a swivel at the elbow, and a decent bend at the elbow as well. And of course there's the usual Star Wars Black Series style there. Universal hand movements. And of course this is Vader's Force choke hand, because everybody fears him for that particular reason. There's also a sort of ab crunch type mid-torso ball joint functionality as well. Then below the waist you've got universal hips, thigh swivel, and semi-ratcheted double joint at the knee, and universal ankles with up and down movement and ankle tilt rockers and such. And of course, Vader can also wield his lightsaber in either hand, and the hilt does attach to his belt as well. There's a little clip just here that the ring at the edge of the emitter blade component can clip onto, like so, as opposed to the peg on the hilt attaching to a hole in the belt that the Jedi usually use for their lightsabers. And of course, as with all 6-inch Black Series lightsabers, the blade is removable, so you can attach it like so. Vader's right hand can be carefully removed if you twist the thing like so, and then you can replace it with the damaged gauntlet to show what happened after Luke cut his hand off in Return of the Jedi. There was actually recently a vintage collection version of the Emperor's Wrath figure of Darth Vader that has the transparent electrocuted helmet and such like, but also has this swappable broken arm type of thing going on. But putting Vader's normal arm back on for a second, I can give him his lightsaber like so. For child safety and plastic breakage reasons, the lightsaber hilts are made of soft, rubbery plastic, so they're easily, prone to warping and distortion and such, so be mindful of that when you're messing with this figure if you own it yourself. So, that more or less concludes my review of the Star Wars The Black Series Darth Vader, Return of the Jedi version. I've been Sandblaster1987, thanks again to my friend for lending me this figure. My next review will be the X-Men 97 Lego Wolverine buildable action figure, and then after that will be my monthly November vlog for History of the Serpentine from Lego Ninjago. Till then, till all are one, and may the Force be with you, always.